You ever hold something in your hands that carries more weight than paper should? Something that smells like memories, like time, like love that never got to finish its sentence? A letter. The kind written with trembling hands, maybe under dim light when the heart was too heavy and the clock too cruel. This is the last letter, not just ink and words, but a reminder of what truly matters before it's too late. See, life doesn't come with a warning label. One day you're saying, I'll call them tomorrow, and the next you're reading their goodbye. This story isn't about sadness, it's about truth. It's about the lessons that only come from love, loss, and the letters we never thought we'd have to read. You know what hurts the most, not the words we say, but the ones we never do. The I love you that sits on the tip of your tongue but never makes it out. The apology you planned to give but thought you had more time for. We all think tomorrow is promised. We think we'll get another sunrise, another phone call, another chance. But life doesn't wait for your schedule. I once met a man who lost his brother, and he said, I thought I'd see him next week. Next week never came. All that was left was silence and a heart full of unfinished sentences. Don't let pride build a wall between you and peace. Don't let fear steal your moment to make things right. Say it while they can still hear you. Love out loud. Because when that seat across from you is empty, it won't be the arguments you remember. It'll be the laughter you miss. Don't wait for perfect timing. There's no such thing. The right moment is I now. Every heartbeat is a reminder. Speak love before silence speaks for you. Love isn't always about grand gestures or perfect words. It's about being there. Really being there. Not halfway, not distracted, not scrolling through your phone while someone's pouring out their soul. Presence is the loudest I love you you can give. It's the quiet nod during hard times, the steady hand when life gets heavy, the listening ear when the world feels too loud. I remember a young man who told me his mother never said I love you, but she showed up to every game, every failure, every heartbreak. That was her language. Her love didn't need translation, it was in her presence. We think people want fancy gifts, but what they really crave is you. Your time, your attention, your heart. When you sit across from someone you love, look at them. Really see them. Because one day, that chair might be empty, and you'll give anything for just one more moment of presence. Love isn't proven by what you buy, but by what you give that can't be bought. Yourself. So put the phone down, close the distance, and show up. Because love, in its purest form, is spelled with your time forgiveness. It sounds easy when you say it, but living it, that's where the real strength lies. We carry pain like it's proof we've been wronged. We replay moments, conversations, betrayals over and over, like somehow holding on to the hurt will balance the scales, but all it does is poison your peace. You think you're punishing them, but you're the one walking around with the chains. I once met a woman who hadn't spoken to her sister in 10 years. She said, I can't forgive her for what she did. Then one day, that sister was gone, and all that anger turned into regret. Forgiveness doesn't mean what they did was right. It means you're done letting it control you. It's choosing peace over bitterness, freedom over pride. You don't forgive because they deserve it. You forgive because you do. Life's too short to live in yesterday's wounds. Let it go. Not for them, for you. Because the moment you release that weight, you realize the door was never locked. You were just holding it shut. And when you finally let it open, that first breath of peace, that's freedom disguised as forgiveness. Legacy, it's not your money, not your house, not your trophies. It's the fingerprints you leave on people's hearts. The real measure of your life isn't written on a plaque or in your bank account. It's written in the stories others tell about you when you're gone. You see, we spend so much time chasing success that we forget to build significance. Success fades, significance echoes. I once heard a teacher say, I may not make millions, but I'll die knowing I shaped them. That hit me. Because legacy is about who you raise, who you lift, who you inspire. It's the way your kindness becomes someone else's strength. It's your lessons showing up in another person's courage years later. You can't take your possessions with you, but your character, your faith, your love, your example, those live on in every person you've touched. So ask yourself, what will people remember when they speak your name? Will they remember what you had or how you made them feel? Live today in a way that someone else's tomorrow is better because you were here. That's a legacy no time, no loss, no death can ever erase. Life is short, too short to waste on things that don't feed your soul. One day you wake up and realize time doesn't slow down for anyone. The years fly, faces change, and what once felt urgent starts to feel small. But meaning, that's what makes your time eternal. Meaning is what turns ordinary days into lasting impact. I met a man once who spent his life chasing money. He had everything, cars, houses, applause, but when he got sick, none of that could hold his hand. You know what he said? I wish I'd loved more. I wish I'd mattered more. That's the truth most people find too late. It's not about how long you live. It's about how deep you live, the laughter you share, the hope you give, the light you leave behind. Those things don't fade. Every act of kindness, every moment of courage, every person you lift up, that's what keeps your story alive. So make your days count. Don't just exist, live. Fill your life with purpose so that when your time here ends, people don't mourn your years, they celebrate your meaning. Because when you live with purpose, your story never ends. The last letter isn't about death. It's about life. It's about realizing that the greatest tragedy isn't that people leave. It's that we forget to truly live before they do. Tonight, when you go home, write your letter. Not on paper, but in your actions, in your kindness, in your forgiveness, in your love. Let every moment be a sentence that says, I was here and I love deeply. Because one day, when your story is told, may it bring tears, not of regret, but of gratitude.